Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Ace Attorney. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. Let's continue from where we left off here. Let's do it here. An incident occurs. So in this part, now we're switching back to Miles. So that's why I got the cosplay on for Miles. April 2, 10:15 a.m. Zodiac Hall Fountain Room. Whoa, went deep on that one. Sorry, Miles Zarino. Didn't mean to bend your ears for so long. I had no idea, that was how it all came about. So he was telling him the story of what happened. I read the files, but they didn't go anywhere near that level of detail. I'll bet they, paint things in a much rosier light for the prosecution, too. Von Karma was the one in charge, after all. What happened with the case after that? Well, what with the ice sculptures vanishing from the victim's room, things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, that it took a full year before they could even reach a verdict in the trial. A year. This was back before they brought in the whole initial trial thing. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays. I see. Did they ever find out how the victim's creations managed to just disappear? Well, they were sorbets of frozen desserts, or whatever you want to call them. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt, which is exactly what they concluded must have happened. But there's a chance that wasn't how things actually went down. What do you mean? So this place is a gallery these days, but back then it was Samson Tangaro's place, yeah? Indeed, and the site of the IS-7 incident. Well, word is Frost's ice sculptures are suddenly back on display 18 years after that fateful day. The very sculptures the victim made? Who knows? Could be they're just modeled on the originals. But I figured it was worth coming down for a look, see, just in case. Seemed like the least I could do for poor old Gregory. Well, alright then. Let's go take a look at these icy marvels, shall we, kiddo? I believe they're on display in the Winter Wing, as it is, very snazzily known. So, Winter Wing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. The gallery's open for bids, but the Wonder Wig's off limits. What gives? Vendor. Perhaps you should look more closely at the pamphlet we were given. The Winter Wing, is over there. It is. Freaky. Could have sworn it was this one. Anywho, shall we? Time to dive on and see what we should have seen 18 years ago. So this is the room with the figurines that disappeared. Oh, wow, I recognize those two right there. Edgeworth isn't gonna recognize them. That's Ron and his wife. I forget Ron's wife's name, but he is Mask the Mask. So how they had Mask the Mask 2 in Case 5 and Ace Attorney Investigations, that is, Ron is actually the identity of Mask the Mask 1. So he's the real thief. I see they're all still keeping chilly as all heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn into a popsicle stick. It is the Winter Wing, you know, but you're right, it is like a freezer in here. It could be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room was made of ice. Temperature controls will be somewhere at the back there, if memory serves. Hey, Milester, can you go peep the degree count? I'm thinking a complaint to the management is in order. There is such a thing as too cold, yeah? Alright, if you insist. Take your time. Mosey around and take in the sights while you're at it. I've got a camera I need to prep for action. Feel like your pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so we can have a gander. Of course. Leaving so soon, Miles. Stick around and take in the sights. Might as well while we're here. It's too cold. I was thinking of heading somewhere warmer. If you want, I could lend you some of the old Fender frets. In exchange for your jacket, of course. I'll be fine, thank you. Seems like I'll have to stick around a little while longer. So I want to see Ron here. Ron is from the original Ace Attorney also. He's in the second game in the trilogy. So how about this? I scream out, oh no, this must be the work of that villain, the Mask. Yeah, and I go, that's me, the legendary Mask the Mask. Yeah, and then, no, say that. And you'll be in cuffs before you can blink, Ronnie. You've got to take this more seriously, otherwise how are we going to get this to market to sell? Oh man, yeah, they're planning on stealing that. What exactly are these two plotting? Yeah, so that's, I love it, though. I love it how they have references to a lot of the old Ace Attorney games. You can see the characters here. Also, Phoenix saved Ron, so even though Ron was a thief, though, he was not a murderer, and he was accused of murder in the second game. Phoenix actually saved him. Boy wearing a backpack. What's he doing in an art gallery of his own? She wanted to run a gallery so bad she just quit the industry. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Does this boy know the owner of the gallery, perhaps? I don't recognize that boy there. There's a huge block of ice in display here. It must be incredibly heavy, though maybe not, what with it being hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved into the surface, along with some explanatory text. The Pleiades, known to some as the Subaru, they form the part of the larger constellation of Taurus. But why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't hugely careful about such things. There are two large ice statues on display here. Guess these are remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. Real eye-catching stuff. Ice sculpture's a heck of an art form, huh? It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead, so many years later. Sorry to butt in while you're deep in a think hole, Miles, but would you mind looking this way a sec? This way. Beautiful, yeah, just like that. Fender, really? Say cheese! Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken. Heh, my bad, big guy, my bad. Had to check if this old thing was still working is all. Now that you mention it, your camera does look rather ancient. Yup, vintage model. You ever hear of an instant camera? It develops picture right after you take the shot. Still twists my noggin trying to think how it works. I know what an instant camera is, although I've never used one. Should've known Mr. Know-It-All would know it all. You really are your father's son. Alright, step aside. I need to get some good shots of the room here. For all his joking, he looks very serious about the pictures he's taken. He must have his own theories about the IS-7 incident. Whoa, I should have been a paparazzo. These are gold, and they develop right away. Want to see? Well, since you've already shoved one in my face. Alright, Brainiac, question. What do these two sculptures represent? They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, two constellations best observed during wintertime. Bingo, he shoots, he scores. Woo, your regular encyclopedia, Milester. Guess that's why this is the winter wing, right? Because they have the winter, star stuff on display here. Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block, that one's yours for keepsies. Thanks. Statues matching those made by the victim 18 years ago. So the victim made these same Zodiac statues out of flavored ice cream for the contest 18 years ago. Sure did. Lovingly crafted life-size desserts. I only ever saw the old ones in photos, though. But these are the spit of the originals. So this is what you wanted to show me. Yup, then Gregory would have wanted you to see him too. And I may not have had it in me to come here on my own. Sorry to drag you all along. Not at all. I'm happy to be able to see where my father's final case unfolded. Good to hear you say so, Palio. What say we grab another quick snap to commemorate this heartwarming occasion? Absolutely not. Statue of a rather ferocious-looking bull. Not a gaze one would want to be fixed with. But then I was always taught to return a stare with a stare. Although in this case, discretion might be the better part of valor. There's an enormous block of ice on display here. There's some explanatory text engraved in it. Casper and Pollux. Every year in December, countless shooting stars can be seen emanating from this constellation. So then the mask needs to... Yeah, and then I wish these two would stop talking so loudly. Difficult to concentrate. That's what Ron kind of sounds like in the anime. I do remember him, his voice. Never mind, I'll just go take a look at some other exhibit. Huh. I noticed one thing. That lamp that's in the middle of the room, that's actually the same lamp that was in Scone's room. That's right in the middle. Look, right there. Fender, I can't seem to find the temperature controls you mentioned. Oh yeah, it's a little tricky if you don't know where it's at. Here, I'll have it open for you in a jiffy. Huh, dang thing's locked. Makes sense, I guess. Wouldn't want the visitors cranking up the thermostat and melting the art. According to the pamphlet, the winter wing is kept at a constant 27 degrees. Owie, that's colder than a snowman's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death in here. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a snuggle. Hey, what's with the icy stare? You want me to freeze to death? No. Alrighty, I got the shots I wanted. Shall we scoot on over to another wing and see what's cooking? Might as well do the full tour while we're here. I suppose so. Ah! What was that? It came from the fountain room. Come on, let's go see what's up. Is that Larry? What the hell? Zodiac Hall fountain room. What the? There's someone on the ground, and is that... Larry, what are you doing here? Oh no. Is that... That's the guy that we were just talking to in the flashback 18 years ago. Actually, never mind that. What on earth is going on? You should have seen it. It was awful. Just calm down and tell me why is there an unconscious man on the floor? I didn't do anything. He just fell down in front of me. Wait, I know this guy. Is everything all right? Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in an art gallery, you naughty boys? Miss Scone is still here 18 years later. But she's never... she lied about being a wait, that's the smell. He's still breathing, but I know these symptoms. It's not safe, Miles. We need to get everybody out of here. Everyone with me? There isn't a moment to lose. There's poison gas coming out of that room. What? April 2, 10:42 a.m. Zodiac Hall. Fountain room. How's the victim doing, Fender? Not good. He inhaled a lot of gas. He's still out, and it sounds like it's pretty serious. But the paramedics said there are no signs of external injury, and that he was conscious before it happened. Anyhow, he's alive, just barely. He's lucky we found him when we did. But like I said, he's not out of the woods yet. They put him in the medical room with a specialist. I see. I couldn't help noticing that it seemed like you knew him, Fender. Sure do. That was Carmelo Gusto. He was here back when the whole IS-7 thing went down. The confectioner. So he was here 18 years ago, too. Why is Miss Scone here if she lied about being a confectioner? Any hoozles, this guy here seems like he's in a rude health. Old pal of yours, Miles Edgeworth? Yes, something like that. I'm glad you're okay, Larry. Something like that? Are you serious, Edgy? You've known me since elementary school. Crush a guy's feelings, why don't you? Anyway, hey, you know you're supposed to call me Laurice Dunixim, when I'm dressed like this. So no more Larry, okay? Got that? This is Larry Butz. He's a bit of a troublemaker, but he's one of my only friends from back when we were little kids. Ever since he developed a passion for art, he's been trying to make it as big as Laurice, Duxnim. I can't pronounce it. But now, name or not, he's still the same old Larry. Larry causes so many problems. Whoa, great school buddies. I need to go tell Gregory about this. He'll be over the moon to hear you. Have a pal. He was always worried you'd never click with anybody. Hear that, Edgy? You're lucky to have a friend like me. I never knew I was the cause of such worries for my father. Never mind that now, Larry. What are you doing here? Laurice, Edgy! How many times do I have to tell you it's Laurice? What are you doing here? Be What's with the demon eyes? All right. I'll talk. Just stop looking at me like that. Good. Now talk. You want to know why I'm here? Why the heck do you think? For the art, of course. Oh, and I'm coming on a date here with Lulu soon, so I thought I'd better scope the place out. So not actually for your art at all. Larry's my man, an artist and a romantic. You'll have to introduce me to this lady friend of yours. Oh, sure. It's nice to have somebody take an interest for once. Spare me. Oh, by the way, Lauricio, did you notice anything when you found the victim? Nothing in particular. Didn't you say you'd seen something awful? Oh, that. The old guy, he disappeared and then splat. He was on the floor. Scared the life out of me. But for once, I had nothing to do with any of it. For once, I had nothing to do with any of it. Every single time, he's always involved in some kind of incident. Don't look so proud. That's the least we should be able to hope for. For once, I didn't have anything to do with it. Honored guests, I can only apologize for the trouble you've experienced. I'm Judy Bound, the gallery manager. Another person from the IS-7 incident. Good to see you, Judes. I highly suspect one of these people is a real killer. One of these people from 18 years ago. If they didn't solve the case 18 years ago, that means the real killer is still on the loose. Mr. Fender, it's always a pleasure. She was at the reception desk when we arrived, so she's the one in charge here. I can't believe you had to go through something so awful, and on your first day in business. Hey, quit that. It's not your fault. Oh wait, I guess I better introduce you guys. Judy, meet Miles Edgeworth, son of the late, great Gregory. Really? You're Mr. Edgeworth's son? Well... Isn't this fabulous? That's great man's son here with us. 18 long years have passed, but now look, he's here at last. It's very lovely to meet you, Mr. Fine Attorney number 2. Judy, now's the bomb. I see you're in good voices ever. Miles Edgeworth, prosecutor. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, you're a prosecutor. I'm so sorry. Forgive me for him jumping to conclusions. She's very polite. There's something strange about her. Hey, Judy, can I, get an autograph? You can write it in here. Well, if you're sure you'd ever want something. Why do you want it, Larry? Rude! You know who she is, right? Come on, Malister. You don't keep up with showbiz news or nothing. Guess that's no big surprise. What's going on? Why are they looking at me like that? Judy here's a living legend. It's not just TV, movies, musicals, chart-topping hits, you name it. Oh, don't be so silly. I'm just a humble art gallery owner. Now, I finally quit the biz for good. I finished shooting my last movie just the other day, in fact. Some of my co-stars were even kind enough to say they would come visit once we opened. Anyway, here you are, and good luck with your artistic endeavors. Thanks so much, Judy. I'll treasure you until my dying day. You and me are peas in the pod, Larice. Peas in the gosh dang pod. How lovely for you both. Larry, could you go practice your drawing somewhere or something? You did come all the way to an art gallery after all. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. A real artist drawing our exhibits. What an honor. Heh, guess even you can have a bright idea once in a while, Edgy. Larry's so dumb he doesn't realize that Edgeworth is just trying to make him go away, so he doesn't mess anything up. Alright, Judy. Seeing as you were so nice about it, I guess I will. Be right back. Yeah, good. Oh man, it's peace and quiet. Larry isn't gonna cause a problem. He's a real live wire, that one. That's one way of putting it. I can only apologize. By the way, there was another woman with you before. Where is she now? You mean Delicia? Delicia Scone. She's in the medical room helping to care for Mr. Gusto, but why was Delicia Scone, why is she still here? She lied about being a confectioner, and she shouldn't be near Mr. Gusto because she could kill him. She could be the actual killer. I call it the medical room, but it's nothing quite so grand, of course. I couldn't stay with them, as I'm the only one on staff, and I can't leave the gallery unattended for long. Delicia Scone. We've heard the name before. Haven't we, Fender? Sure have. Sounds like our IS-7 bingo card is complete. Something tells me this isn't a coinky dig. Perhaps I could offer you gentlemen a cup of tea. A drop of the old Judy Bound Special Blend. Why not, for old time's sake? That'll be lovely, thank you. Now if you'll both excuse me, I better go and explain things to the other visitors. You do your thing, Judes. Thanks again. Wait, that teapot that she has on there, that's the same teapot that... I recognize that one. This aroma, Ceylon, I believe. Let's give it a try. It's the same teapot that, that was in, Tangara's room. This is a fine blend. Top quality Ceylon indeed. It's citrus aroma. It is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, right? Your old man said those exact words 18 years ago. Really takes me back. There's just one difference. Jude's cooled the saucers back then. Not today, though, it seems. Anyway, don't you think this is all a little odd? Every single person from an 18-year-old case all assembled in the same place at the same time? Yes, it's weird. Strange. Yes, it almost feels as if its investigation is in order.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, you're all right.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender. We heard you got caught up in a poison gas attack, so we came as fast as we could. Well, if it isn't the cavalry, come on then. Team, bring it. No way. Besides, you're both doing just fine. Gummy and I got ourselves all worked up over nothing. Detective Gumshoe, what were you thinking bringing Kay with you?
Sorry, sir. I knew it was dangerous, what with the poison gas and all, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran, but I just couldn't shake her off.
When it comes to running away, the great thief right here is the world champ. Then run away. Don't chase the poor detective.
All set, sir. Just say the word, and I'll head in there and start investigating.
He's wearing a gas mask, too. I love Gumshoe's theme, by the way. It's such a nostalgic theme from the very first game. So I love that his original theme is playing.
You guys stay here. That gas could still be dangerous.
All right, we're counting on you, detective. Good luck in there, Dicky boy. No way, Gummy looked like a real detective. I'm so proud of him. Also, here's the thing about poison gas. In a lot of movies and games, people wear a gas mask and they're safe from poison gas, but a lot of poison gas is also very harmful to your skin, and when it gets on your skin, you can get just as sick too. So that's what also happened in World War I. In World War I, if mustard gas got on your skin, you could get really sick or it could kill you. So that was it. So he's just going in there with a gas mask. That's not enough. Depending on what it is, he would need a whole, suit. But he is a real detective. This is Edgeworth speaking.
Mr. Edgeworth, looks like the gas is mostly dissipated, sir.
Very good, detective. Now calm down and tell me what you see.
Yes, sir. First up, the exhibits. There's a statue of two people on the left side. And on the right, some kind of two-horned animal.
Wait, a statue of two people and a two-horned animal. That sounds familiar.
In fact, it sounds identical to the display in the Winter Wing.
It does. Other than that...
Oh, the place looking pretty damp. The sprinklers sprayed the place good.
Must be what stopped the gas from spreading. Sprinklers. Are there any signs of a fire?
No, sir. And the fire alarm hasn't been triggered either. And another one of those lamps, those orange lamps, are in here too. So two identical rooms? Sprinklers look like a type to detect heat and smoke. When they detect something, they send an alarm, either fire or smoke, to the security room. Yes, they read the gas as smoke and trigger the smoke alarm that way.
And was anyone in the security room when that alarm went off?
This place only has one employee, and that's Judy Bound, the manager. And she was at the reception desk across from the security room when the whole, time since the gallery opened.
So she heard the fire alarm, the alarm from across the way, and turned on the sprinklers.
Yup, seems they can only be switched on manually, and only from there. Wouldn't want the arc getting soaked up for no good reason, I guess. And if it's manual, you could maybe even check how bad the fire was and try to get some stuff out first.
So the security setup is geared around protecting the exhibits. That makes sense in an art gallery, I guess.
And one more thing, it's freezing in here. This isn't the autumn wing, it's the deep midwinter wing.
So the autumn wing is cold too.
I checked the temperature. It's 26.5 degrees in here, sir.
Why is the autumn wing being kept at the same temperature as the winter wing?
That's about all I've got for now. I'll let you know if I find anything else, sir.
Understood. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe. April 2, 11:15 a.m. Zodiac Hall Fountain Room. What did Gummy have to say? He said that the autumn wing is actually quite wintry. Huh, I don't get it. I'm wondering what it can mean myself, but it's a bit hard to tell from out here. We should try to get in there as soon as the police are done with their investigation. Aim into that. We need to see what the deal is for ourselves. Is there anybody else who might know something in the meantime? Oh yeah, there is one guy, Miles' best bud. His what? We have to, and I guess we have to. Larry. Wait, that's... Okay, didn't expect to see you here. You're looking as fresh-faced as ever. Yeah, long time no see, Larry, right? So, here's the deal, Kay. I'm Larice right now. You see, I'm also a bit of an artist. Ah, so it's your alias. I like it. Good to see you, Larice. I always knew you were a nice, pop-hole kid. Unlike some people. I have some questions for you, Larry. What the? How am I a suspect? Just because I found the guy, does this mean I did the crime? I never said you did. I just need you to tell us what you saw. You said you saw something awful. How so exactly? Look, I didn't say anything, and I didn't do anything, okay? I don't think I did anyway. Whoa, Chief, you didn't sound too sure of yourself at the end there. There's something you should know about him, Bender. When something smells, it's usually the Butz. We've been saying that about Larry for 26 years now. His ability to track trouble is legendary, for want of a better word. His ability to cause trouble, too. I suppose I'd better find out what he did this time. He did something again? Oh, mind chess against Larry. Oh my god, this is gonna be a headache. Our alias would cover anything that Larry might be hiding. However, I didn't see anything, and I didn't do anything, and you can't prove otherwise. It's almost impossible for him to keep his cool. I'll need to bide my time when he gets agitated, and wait for him to calm down. Let's start by asking him to go into detail about what he's doing here. He shouldn't prove to be too much of a challenge, so let's get this over with. Why are you here? Find out what Larry's doing here. Why exactly did you come to the art gallery today? What kind of question is that? What, you think I don't belong in a gallery or something? Bide my time. Hey, if you're gonna ignore me, then I'm gonna paint your portrait. And when I'm done, I'll scribble all over it. Bide my time. Probably bide my time. Hi, I'm joking, okay? I never scribbled on one of my pieces. How could I? They're valuable artworks. According to you, perhaps. I imagine my struggle to agree. Oh, laugh it up, funny guy. Luckily, some people actually believe in my work. And those people lack an eye for aesthetics, or bide my time. Probably bide my time. She's called Lulu, okay? And she says my pictures are masterpieces. So if she likes something, I'll drive for her. Anything. Anything at all. And where is this Lulu? How come you're here alone? What? A guy can't be apart from his girlfriend for 1 second? I have my own life too, you know. Why not come here together? Just admit it. Admit that your testimony is ridiculed with inconsistencies. What do you mean, Edgy? Why do you always have to say stuff like that? Oh, I guess I should have bided my time more. I didn't think it would upset you so badly. Guess I should watch what I say. That's it, Edgy. You bullied me for last time. I'm done talking to you. Curses. Can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Okay, try this again. Bide my time. Bide my time again. Bide my time again. Fine, Lulu said she's a Gemini, okay? So I thought I could do a sketch of the statue to show her on our date. And I expect you're pretty proud of that sketch. Not so much this time, actually. But you know, it being her sign and all, I just thought maybe she might kind of like it. So you're here for the Gemini sculpture. How very like you to try to tell me nothing and give me so much away in the process. So to summarize, you came here today to draw a sketch of the Gemini statue for your girlfriend, Lulu. Oh, what? How did you figure all that out? From your incessant prating. You just can't help yourself, can you? Fine, then I won't say another word. Larry may now want to keep his mouth shut now, but I'll have my answers one way or another. Let's ask him what he did after he arrived here at the gallery. Well, soon we'll see what he's hiding. Just a matter of time. Dig into what he did at the gallery. What did you do when you got here? Alright, tell me what you did once you arrived here. Well, what's the big idea? Why are you staring at me like that? I don't remember. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was going where. I was just kind of hung around by the fountain. You didn't get a pamphlet, or... Bide my time. What gives, Edgy? If you don't have anything to ask, let me get back to my sketching. Wait. Guess I ignored him and his blathering for too long. Ugh. Okay. Try it again. Yeah, Larry can be a bit difficult with this. You didn't get a pamphlet. You didn't receive a pamphlet when you paid your entrance fee at the reception desk? Huh? You mean entry isn't... It's not free to get in here? Oh, great. That's... You didn't pay upon entry? You mean to tell me that you entered without paying? I'm sorry! Okay, it wasn't deliberate. There wasn't anybody at the reception desk is all. So I thought entry must be free. Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk? You're saying Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk at the time? Yeah, but it looked like there was maybe somebody in the little room opposite. Interesting. According to Detective Gumshoe, Miss Bound had to enter the security room to activate the sprinkler system. I expect she wasn't at the reception desk because she was busy responding to the incident. And right after, she finally got the place open for business too. Poor Judy. The Winter Wing, the gallery's greatest attraction, and it's gonna be ruined now. You know a lot about the Winter Wing? You say you don't have a pamphlet, and yet you seem to know a lot about the Winter Wing. For example, that the Gemini statue you came here to draw just so happens to be in said room. Therefore, it was your intention to visit the Winter Wing all along, wasn't it? How? How did you get me again? Fine, you're right. I came here for the Gemini statue. And yeah, I came here to visit the Winter Wing. I won't deny it. Larry's not one to confess so easily. Then again, he's always managed to surprise me in unusual ways. Let's see what more he can tell us about the Winter Wing. I expect even Larry has found his feet a little by now. I'll have to watch his reactions more carefully and see what information I can glean from him. Dig into the Winter Wing. Did you enter the Winter Wing? What did you see in the Winter Wing? I'm done with you, go home. Did you enter the Winter Wing? Larry, be honest. Did you enter the Winter Wing? Oh, what is that? Is that suspicion I see in your eyes? I tried to get in there, sure, but... You mean you didn't go in? You tried to get in, but you couldn't. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get in there, but... That old guy came out and fell to the ground, and... Like I said, it was all pretty shocking. The victim prevented you from entering. So you were unable to enter the Winter Wing because the victim emerged and collapsed in front of you. Yeah, he came out of the Winter Wing door, and then he went... Wasn't it the Autumn Wing that the victim came out of? If that stupid poison gas thing had never happened, I'd be in there, happily sketching away right now. Larry seems to have the Autumn and Winter Wings mixed up. Regardless, it seems his aim really was to make a sketch of one of the statues. This could be a useful clue. What did you see in the Winter Wing? What did you see in the Winter Wing, Larry? You don't let up, do you? I told you, I didn't see anything. Galleries are nice and all, but I kind of changed my mind once I got here. Thought I'd go meet my girlfriend instead. I think it's time to deploy my clue. So what became of your sketch? Didn't you say you came here to make a sketch of one of the statues for your girlfriend? You gave up on that a little easily, didn't you? Surely you saw something, even if you were distracted by the victim's collapse. Well, I did not see something. But that doesn't prove that I did see something totally terrifying either, does it? So you saw something, totally terrifying, did you? What, were you blinking too hard? Really, Larry, you could at least try to make this a little harder for me. I put it to you, Larry Butz, that you did in fact see something totally terrifying. What did he see? Ah! How do you do it, Edgy? Are you some kind of mind reader? Fine, I guess there's no point trying to keep it a secret any longer. I'm not sure there's much point in you trying to keep any secrets, given your track record. It wasn't exactly the most edifying use of my time, but that's checkmate. I couldn't help staring at that Gemini statue. My eyes were drawn to it. Objection! You keep talking about a Gemini statue. But there's no way you saw what you think you saw. It's simply not possible. Well, what do you mean? You think I saw a ghost statue or something? Larry's still laboring under the misconception that he was looking at the Winter Wing. This piece of evidence shows us what Larry was really looking at.
Take that!
Take a look at this pamphlet. The Autumn Wing features sculptures depicting Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Not only that, but I've seen the statue depicting Gemini in the Winter Wing for myself. Which means that whatever you saw, it can't have been a statue of Gemini. Guess that makes sense. Why is he not more surprised by that? It did seem pretty weird now I think about it. One of the two people did look like a goddess. So the other stuff, I guess, that wasn't, my imagination either. Other stuff. You're interested in it too, aren't you, Edgy? Great, let me show you. Show me? What exactly? I drew a picture of it all. Got the whole scene down exactly as I saw it. But I'm still not that confident in my work, so, well, I want to see. Really? All right, here. What the hell? What on earth? It's grotesque. Is that blood? Larry, what did you see? You're trying to tell me that the statue was crying tears of blood? I have to say, Laurice, it's pretty scary. Right, because it was scary. It was supposed to be a statue of Gemini, but it's up and turned into a goddess right before my eyes. It freaked me out so bad, I screamed out loud. So he wasn't reacting to the victim collapsing in front of him after all. Wait, when you say it turned into a goddess, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean? what do I mean? The bottom half was suddenly a fish, that's what I mean. A goddess with fishy bottom half. Sounds like Piscus to me. I heard it's all based on this legend of a goddess and her son turning into fish to escape some baddie. Wow, really? Piscus was just two plain old fish. Edgy, did you think the statue's cursed? I mean, tears of blood turning into a fish, that's some pretty cursed stuff right there. Don't be a fool. I imagine you simply mistook one statue for the other. A sketch by Larry depicting the Piscus statue, exactly as he saw it. I'll look at you, tucking it carefully into your organizer. I simply thought I might have use for it later. Maybe in the bathroom. You're the worst, Edgy! The worst! Kinda freaky deaky though, huh? A statue of bottom half that changes shape? I'm pretty keen to find out what went down in the autumn wing, aren't you? I suppose I am, yes. Could there be some kind of trick to the Piscus statue, perhaps? Yes, Edgeworth speaking.
I'm just about done in here, sir. There's no danger from the gas anymore. You can come on in now. Thanks, your detective.
It seems it's finally safe to enter the autumn wing. The good detective sure has impeccable timing. Come on, let's go take a look. I want to see this Piscus statue. You're going in there, Kay. And maybe I should come along too. No, Larry. Did you really think I was going to leave you out here on your own? I know better than that. Alright, everyone, to the autumn wing. Oh, Larry's gonna mess something up again. Here we are at last, and it really does look a lot like the winter wing.
Glad you could make it. Oh, hey there. You're, Harry, was it? Good to see you, Harry. Oh, man.
And now that I think about it, Gumshoe has met Larry before. He's met him in, Case 5 in Ace Attorney Investigations, and he's also met him in, what was it, Case 4 in Ace Attorney 1. He met him, too. No! For the last time, the name is Laurice, Dukeston. Detective, your report, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Okay, so first off, found a blowtorch. The nozzle was still warm when I found it, so I guess it was used pretty recently.
Was somebody using it to heat something? There are signs it was used before the police arrived, possibly to heat something. Was the stepladder already like that when you entered?
Yeah, guess it was used by whoever let out the gas. The gas was inside the case until someone opened the lid.
It was inside the case. Is that so? The Piscus statue.
Huh, you're sure up on your constellations, sir. You know what that one in the other case is too. This is the autumn wing, so I imagine it should be Capricorn. Yes, no fooling you, sir. I thought it was supposed to be Taurus. That weird cloth that draped around it kind of tripped me up.
Wait, isn't that a piece of luminous cloth from the way back when? What's that doing here? That's Miss Scone's luminous cloth. Now we have evidence from the IS-7 incident too? Cloth that glows when connected to a full spectrum light emitting device.
Taking a look around. It seems there's a piece of luminous cloth on each of the other cases too.
Yeah, and it just makes me want to see what's hiding underneath real bad.
Sure, let me help whip them all off for you.
Wow, they're beautiful. So the transformation Larry witnessed. Could it have been the moment when the cloth around the Piscus statue lower half fell away? See, Edgy, see? I wasn't imagining things, and I wasn't mistaken. Listen, Miles Star. I think we can all agree this room is fishier than a bucket of fish. My hunch is that somebody deliberately tried to make this room look just like the winter wing, but why? Yes, I was thinking exactly the same thing. They even covered the statues up in just a way as to make them look similar. With a cloth over the bottom half, the Piscus and Gemini statues look almost the same. Ditto for Capricorn, cover his bottom half and he looks pretty much like Taurus. The other two can't be fixed easily, so covering your cases up completely was the only answer. So somebody went to some lengths to disguise the autumn wing as the winter wing. I say we need to take a closer look at things in here. Wouldn't you, Fender? Who? Oh, great. Mr. Winter and Judge Gabelle. Oh, what the heck are you guys doing here? You're the last thing I need. This is my scene, you hear? Mr. Edgeworth, it seems I have failed in my duty yet again. I pray one day to make you see that your presence is not required at every crime scene. Urgh. And that co-opting the good detective for your own ends is neither right nor good. I will have to give serious consideration as to how the goddess of justice would have me judge you.
You got it all wrong. It was me who asked Mr. Edgeworth to help, not the other way around.
It was. Well then, you know what that means, Detective Flatfoot.
Oh, you mean?
Exactly. Your salary is gonna take a hit. Bet you're looking forward to payday now. Always wanted to say that.
Man, getting a wage cut from you of all people.
Not so fast, Mr. Winter. I was simply assisting with the police's investigation as a witness and bystander. Detective Gumshoe is entirely in the right. Oh, he is, huh? So you're saying I should give him a bonus instead? That's not what I'm saying at all.
Hey, I wouldn't mind a little salary bump.
Your compassion and generosity are truly heartwarming, Eustace. But we must take into account past transgressions when making judgments that concern the future. And I hereby judge Mr. Edgeworth and his associates unfit to tread the hallowed ground of this scene. Well, what? We only just got here. The goddess of justice has conferred her blessing on Eustace and Eustace alone. By which you mean this is Mr. Winter's case. That's exactly what she means. It's time for the warm-up to get off the stage. After all, I solved this one already. I have a suspect lined up and everything.
What did you say, a suspect? Already? Who?
Who else but your artist friend over there? Oh no. Larry, why? Oh my god, he's getting accused again. Me? What's going on, Edgy? Your guess is as good as mine. I can't even begin to imagine how the boy's mind works. Unsurprisingly, that you lack the attitude to understand the winning mindset. Lack the attitude. Something tells me he doesn't know the real winning turn of phrase. Well put, Eustace. Mr. Edgeworth does indeed lack a certain aptitude. Oh yeah, exactly. Where's your aptitude, smart guy? Wow, he's totally shameless. Underestimate my information gathering skills at your own peril. Before we came here, we dropped by the medical room to ask the doctor there a few questions, and he told me where the poison gas came from. And where might that have been? It was, it's this chemical you find everywhere. Can't think of the name just now, though. Oh, wait there a second, let me just call him real quick. Perhaps I can answer your question while Eustace is on the telephone. Why let him make the call if you know the answer? The gas was created by mixing two specific chemicals. Ubiquium and asphyxion. I don't know those chemicals. Anybody in the comments, let me know in the comments, are those real chemicals? What kind of chemicals are they? Ubiquium is a red liquid used in all manner of everyday products. Contained in this worm washing liquids, among various others on its own, it is entirely benign. So it's something anyone could get their hands on. Precisely, but the same cannot be said for asphyxion. Asphyxion. That does sound nasty. What's it used for? It's the main ingredient in a product called Infesticide Ultra. It is pure white in color and is unavailable to the average consumer. In fact, it is nigh impossible for members of the public to obtain it here in this country. As such, we are currently investigating where it might have come from. The gas was produced when bright red ubiquium and pure white asphyxiant were mixed together. I gotta look this up. Is asphyxium like a real gas? I'm really curious on this. Or a real chemical. Let me see here. Asphyxion. I don't think that's, yeah. Asphyxiant gas. Is that it? Huh. Yeah. But no, asphyxiant gas is a, there is so many different types of gases. Okay, no, I don't think asphyxiant is like yeah, it's not, it doesn't sound like a real gas to me too. Someone who's yeah. I'm back, and I know the name of the chemical now. Don't waste your breath. Judge Gavella informed us already. Huh? Oh, great. That'll make this quicker, I guess. So the source of the gas, ubiquitium, is used in paint and stuff, right? And there was somebody here at the gallery today who brought paints with them. Your friend, the artist. You can't accuse me just because of that. Objection to the paints on that palette in your hand. Gee, is this kid okay? He seems a little... Indeed, I haven't known him long, but he's a little prone to jumping to the wrong conclusions. Hey, quit talking about me like I'm not even here. Ignore them, Eustace. They're simply intimidated by you, nothing more. Why not give them yet another reason to fear you with one of your winning deductions? Winning? Yeah, good idea. Get a load at this, losers. Winner's winning deduction. Our friendly artist here won the race to find the victim, and was first on the scene, correct? And the gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquitium, which is, as we know, is found in paint. He was carrying paint on his person, and he was, one winning stride away from the victim, which usually makes him the winner on our list of suspects. Right, Gavel? You think so too, right? It is a possibility that certainly can't be discounted. Well, would the artist like to share his version of the events? Did you leave red paint at the scene of the crime? Or something more sinister? The catalyst for a cloud of toxic gas, perhaps? I think I might have left a little my heart there, you know? And you might have picked it up, eh? I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel is already primed to deliver a guilty verdict. Ignore him, please, Your Honor. It's for the best.
Objection!
Quit stalling! You can't run away from the fact that my reasoning is flawless. So admit defeat and crawl on out of here with your tails between your legs, because I win. Ha, I have better things to do than pick holes in your faulty logic, but I don't suppose I have much choice. Our friend here, the artist, won the race to find the victim, and was the first on the scene, right?
Hold it!
I'll be the first to admit he's something of a suspicious character. First to admit? Are you trying to beat me to it? But you can't, because I'm the winner. I'm the first rate always. I'm a first rate artist, you say? Larry, I don't need you to make this any more convoluted than it already is. Please, Mr. Winner, just continue. And the gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquitium, which as we know is found in paint.
Hold it!
We do indeed. It seems it is found in a number of everyday products. Right, which makes your friend's paint pretty darn suspicious. But isn't it also found in a bunch of other stuff too? She has a winning point, I guess. Right, Gavel? I suppose she does. As I said, ubiquitium is also found in dishwashing liquids, among other things. In other words, paint isn't the only possible explanation. No, but just listen to the rest of my amazing deduction, will you? He was carrying paint on his person, and he was winning a stride away from the victim.
Hold it!
It is by no means certain that paint was the source of the poison gas. That's true. Huh! Well, it's by no means certain that it wasn't either. Was that supposed to sound clever? Copying Mr. Edgeworth's speaking style isn't a shortcut to looking cool, you know? You make it sound as if you think there's something wrong with how I speak. Anyway, to bring it all home, my winning deduction shows he had paint, and he was closest to the victim. Which surely makes him the winner on our list of suspects.
Hold it!
That's really all you're blessing you're basing your suspicion on Mr. Butz on? What? You have a problem with that? Then show me some proof, loser. Put up or shut up. He's really asking for it, Mr. Edgeworth. He is. Let's find the right piece of evidence and really give it to him. We know that Mr. Winner isn't much of a listener. And we also know that his reasoning is likely to be based on a flawed assumption. Yeah, he even phoned the other guy and he still got it wrong somehow. Let's get this over with as quickly as we can. It's a waste of all of our time. The gas was produced, and white asphyxiant, which is also as... Yeah.
Objection!
Larry doesn't have access to the other gas. The other gas is rare. The other chemical. Your deductions are anything but winning, I'm afraid. Unless you're looking to win a prize for incoherence. Heh, so you agree I deserve a prize. What you deserve is to be set right. The gas came from within the case containing the sculpture Piscus. It did, and it was created by the artist guy. With the red paint that we know is full of ubiquium. Allow me to offer you a bit of advice, one prosecutor to another. It always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas is created when ubiquium is mixed with another substance, asphyxiant, like asphyxiated. Paint containing ubiquium alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all. It wouldn't. I thought they said that the guy was asphyxiated with ubiquium. So you're telling me all this was based on the mishearing of the forensic report? Yeah. The gas had already done its work by the time Mr. Butz found the victim. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worrying about. My aptitude? What does that even mean? You literally used the word 5 minutes ago. It means one's ability or how suited one is to a particular task, Eustace. And attitude, the other word you used only minutes ago, as well as is another thing entirely. I get what you're doing. You're making fun of me again. What I'm doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation. Before you go any further, you might wish to reconsider some of the flaws in your own statements. And what flaws might those be? Firstly, that you cannot prove your artist friend did not enter the autumn wing. And secondly, you cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime. But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is the combination of the red ubiquium with white asphyxiant. How exactly were the two substances introduced to one another? Surely we need to figure that out before anything else. Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Or what he would already be investigating had you not been here making needless trouble. We're not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help. Are you saying you know how the gas was made? I don't believe you. I can certainly point you towards a vital clue as to how it was done. He is bluffing, Eustace. Ignore him. It's fine, Gavel. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk himself further into a corner. If you are sure. Come on then, show me what you've got. What shows how the gas was created, huh? The blowtorch. Oh, let me see here.
Take that!
No, not the blowtorch. Okay. Larry's portrait here.
Take that!
You're saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed together to make the poison gas? Heh, that's exactly what I'm saying, yes. Thank you for noticing. Well, they do say I have a good eye. The red tears Mr. Butz saw, that was the ubiquium. Well, wait a second. You're saying the statue cried this stuff out? What, so our culprit is some kind of evil spirit? How much time am I going to have to waste talking him through this step by step? The red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. They must have mixed with something else inside the case. What? And what evidence do you have that that's what happened? The evidence is right there in the sketch I just showed you. I need to point out the part that shows that the two liquids had mixed together. This stuff here.
Take that!
Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath the Pisca statue glass case. This clearly shows that the two chemicals mixed. Well, wait! I don't get it. How does that prove that some Wiquium mixed with some asphyxian? We have an artist with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, you claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience mixing colors. What happens when you mix red with white? Don't treat me like a dumb edgy. I didn't graduate from junior high, you know. Any idiot who knows that red and white make pink. I mean, there's variations. You got rose pinks and your baby pinks. That will be more than enough, thank you. Do you see what I'm getting at now, Mr. Winter? Oh, I think I do. Ubiquium is red, asphyxian is white. Mix the two together, and you get pink. That's what the pink liquid is. Yes, very good. We got there in the end. Yes! Interesting. I think you finally convinced me. Mr. Edgeworth, you have raised a possibility, nothing more. We cannot know for sure that this shows the result of the two chemicals having mixed. And besides, the sketch you are attempting to enter as evidence was drawn by a suspect. How can we possibly hope to rely on its veracity? Hey, I drew everything exactly as I saw it. A true artist never lies or embellishes the truth. Forgive me, but I did not ask for your opinion. Oof, she's a cold one, but I like it. You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory to all of us to our satisfaction. It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth. Especially as there's another question to which you have yet to provide a satisfactory answer. How can you prove that this man did not enter the Autumn Wing? Until you're able to, there is little more to discuss.
Wait, maybe the victim could help us out with that.
Mr. Gusto, he's still unconscious and in critical condition.
He is, oh.
Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of this area. If you'd be so kind as to leave him in peace. Larry? For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the gods that you need not ever be summoned to testify. Now then, is there something you wish to say, Mr. Artist? If you could just hold that pose for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen. I'm just as Verity Gavel, and I'll be grateful if you would dispense with the childish epithets. Oh no, finally she tells me her name. Nice to meet you, Verity. My name's Larice, Duxnim, but you can call me Larice. If you could stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Duxnim. Oh yeah, oh sorry, there's something I forgot to mention. The door was locked. I tried to open it and then the old guy came tumbling out. It does appear that the door can be unlocked from the inside. However, that does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the time as you claim. Without proof, your statement carries little weight, I'm afraid. Well, as it happens, I can back our pal up here on that. What? Yep, we tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said. It was locked up tight. Ain't that so, Miles Areno? It is. I distinctly remember how it went. So, Winter Wing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. The gallery's open for bids, but the Winter Wonder Wing's off limits. What gives? Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside. And what is to say that your suspicious friend was not in here with the victim the entire time? The fact that he didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas. Search him for a gas mask if you like. I doubt you'll find one. I see. Then I suppose we will have to take you at your collective word. Collective word? What the hell? That was a little too easy. Well, Judge Cabell, do you accept that Mr. Butz is no longer a viable suspect? And that once again Mr. Winter's deductions have fallen short on the mark? Hey, what are you talking about? Just need some more information, that's all. You can't blame a guy for being a little hasty with his deductions. You know, it's not cool for a prosecutor to be saying stuff like that, right? Very well, then perhaps we should call our next suspect. Mr. Duxton, you may step down from the stand. Huh? Go, you mean? But I was enjoying our time together, Verity. Let me stick around, please. Overruled. Show no mercy. Squash my heart into a goopy mush. I love it. Who exactly is this next suspect? The pharmacist, Alicia Scone. Your artist friend may have struggled to lay his hands on a bottle of Infesticide Ultra, but someone in her line of work would surely have a better idea of where such a thing might be acquired. Yeah, because she's a pharmacist. I remember that. The court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess. Eustace, we will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I'm sure. My winning? Of course, Gabelle. Let's go get her at once. Hey, Detective Flatfoot, you carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay?
Sure.
Is it possible? Could Judge Gabelle have a suspected Miss Scone from the start? Now that you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winter like she usually does, huh? What exactly is your angle here, Judge Gabelle? Oh, I guess it ends right here. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. This case is getting pretty good. So, this case was unsolved 18 years ago, and an innocent man was sent to, to prison for murder, Tangara. But all of the original people are still here 18 years later, which just makes it creepy. And why are 2 rooms the exact same? Why is the autumn wing the exact same as the winter wing, too? But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. If you did, drop a like. I'll have the next part for you guys as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.